Thank you, Governor, and thanks again to all of you for coming. Once again, I'm Jamie Court, President of Consumer Watchdog. Can you tell it's a big night for me? Yes, sir. It's my first tuxedo, literally. It's my first tuxedo. We're here tonight to celebrate some remarkable heroes, so I want to get right to the show. I need to take one moment, though, to acknowledge some of the people who made tonight possible. Consumer Watchdog has been hosting the Rage for Justice Awards for 14 years. This night's proceeds are going to the Fairness Fund, a non-for-profit chaired by Charles Johnson, dedicated to fighting for fairness for consumers and patients. Thanks to all of you who have done something remarkable tonight. We've raised over $1 million for the Fairness Fund. Please join me in acknowledging tonight's three co-chairs who made that possible: Aiken, and Cohen, Kajette, Petrie, and McCarthy, and Nick and Courtney Rowley. Woo! Wiley Aiken has been a co-chair every one of the 14 years we've had a Rage for Justice Award. He's the guy who's going to call me Monday morning and ask, who are you honoring next year? Wiley, thank you for your continuing stewardship for the Rage for Justice Award. Joe Kajette, Neil McCarthy, Frank Petrie are always there for us and for every social justice cause. Nick and Courtney, you've made this night possible in so many ways. I've been fighting to change the medical malpractice cap for 30 years. I never thought I'd see the day until you showed it to me. We love you. Thank you. I also want to thank our sponsors, our three sponsors tonight: Win Team, Chernoff, Bedard, Echeverria, Alistair, and Celeste McTaggart. Win, I know you're going to make an amazing Kayla president. Mike, Bill, Ricardo, you've been a sponsor every year of the Rage and great allies, and we're so grateful for you. And Alistair McTaggart is not here tonight. He was last year's Citizen Activist of the Year. Thanks to Alistair, we have the toughest privacy laws in America, and we're actually fighting right now to protect them from federal preemption. A very big thanks to all of you for coming out tonight and for your support, particularly the 14 champion-level sponsors. You'll see the names on the screens during the dinner and the after party, and I know you dug deep to get us past the 1 million mark. We're very grateful. Please join me in one last round of applause for all tonight's donors. Now it's time to turn to the celebration. Charles, Tom, Nick, Courtney, it's an honor to be honoring you tonight. You're all remarkable people who give so much of yourself for others, and you all do it because you possess that fire, that flame, that fuel, that rage for justice. We're really, truly grateful you could all be here tonight. We're also here to celebrate what is one of the biggest expansions of the civil justice system during the last 4 decades. Yeah, and it was provoked by a grassroots movement led by injured patients and their families, many of whom are here tonight. Thanks to their selfless advocacy, these changes don't apply retroactively to their cases. Injured patients in the future will now be able to get attorneys and accountability in the courts. We now have a special presentation honoring the heroes of the now successful 47-year-old fight for patients. To lead the presentation, I want to bring up two of my favorite people in the world, Scott Olson and Tammy Smick. Both have overcome great personal tragedy and turned it into change so that others that come after them don't have to face the same challenges. This is the most special type of courage. I really ask for your attention, please, now, for Scott and Tammy. Really important that you all follow what they're going to say. Tammy and Scott are members of the Consumer Advocates Hall of Fame and board members of Consumer Watchdog. Please welcome Scott Olson and Tammy Smick.